Did you know that many of our Stone Age ancestors actually had healthier teeth than most people living today? It might sound surprising, but the evidence is right there in the fossil record. It's true. Fossilized skulls from thousands of years ago often show remarkably straight teeth and very few cavities, even after centuries underground. These ancient people had no dentists, no toothbrushes, and certainly no toothpaste, yet their dental health was often far better than ours. The secret to their strong teeth? Their diet: lean meats, fibrous plants, nuts, and seeds. They ate what nature provided, with no processed sugars or soft, starchy foods that stick to teeth and feed harmful bacteria. Chewing tough, unprocessed foods exercise their jaws, helping their teeth grow in straight and strong. Their meals required real effort to eat, which shaped their dental health. With little to no sugar in their diets, cavity-causing bacteria had almost nothing to feed on, so tooth decay was rare. Their food acted as both nutrition and a natural toothbrush, scrubbing their teeth clean with every bite. This deep connection between diet and health reveals how closely our ancestors were adapted to their environment, living in harmony with the world around them. Every aspect of their lives, from the food they hunted and gathered to the shelters they built, was part of a larger survival strategy honed over generations. Far from being primitive, these early humans were skilled survivors, masters of their world, using intelligence and adaptability to thrive. Studying their teeth is just the beginning. It opens a window into their entire existence, revealing clues about their health, habits, and even their social lives. It challenges our assumptions about progress and makes us question what we may have lost in the rush of modern life, especially when it comes to health. The story of the cave dweller is ultimately about resilience, adaptation, and the wisdom of living simply but effectively. By examining something as simple as a tooth, we can uncover secrets of survival, adaptation, and ingenuity in a harsh and unpredictable world. Their lives remind us that sometimes simplicity is the ultimate sophistication, and that true progress may mean looking back as well as forward. So, what can we learn from their example? Perhaps the key to a healthier future lies in understanding the wisdom of our past. The Ice Age world was a place of relentless danger and hardship, where every day was a battle for survival against the elements and the unknown. There were no heated homes to retreat to, no stocked supermarkets to provide food, and no hospitals to heal wounds. Everyday survival was a constant pressing challenge. A simple injury like a broken leg could mean certain death. Predators such as cave bears and saber-toothed cats prowled the land, always on the hunt for their next meal. Early humans weren't always at the top of the food chain. They had to stay alert, constantly watching for threats that could appear at any moment. Every trip outside the safety of the cave was a risk, with powerful animals and even rival human groups lurking nearby, competing for the same scarce resources. The climate itself was brutal. Massive ice sheets dominated the landscape, unpredictable weather could change in an instant, and sudden storms threatened to wipe out entire groups. A blizzard could trap hunters far from shelter, a late spring could mean months of hunger, and the real threat of starvation. To survive, they had to read the land, the sky, and the behavior of animals, skills passed down through generations, honed by necessity. Finding food was a daily struggle. Hunting was dangerous, requiring teamwork and courage, while gathering demanded deep knowledge of the landscape and its hidden resources. They needed to know which plants were edible, which were deadly, and where to find them, often traveling great distances in search of sustenance. Every day brought new life-or-death challenges, testing their resolve and pushing them to their limits. Survival demanded not just skill and knowledge, but also cooperation. Working together was essential to overcome the harsh realities of their world. Their very existence was a testament to human ingenuity, creativity, and the ability to adapt in the face of overwhelming adversity. Against overwhelming odds, they adapted, endured, and found ways to thrive in a world that seemed determined to defeat them. Theirs was a world where only the resourceful survived. a testament to the enduring spirit of humanity in the face of constant peril. The cave was the heart of early human life. More than shelter, it was sanctuary and community center. Choosing the right cave was a strategic decision. Protection from weather, predators, and rivals. Narrow entrances and elevated positions made caves defensible. From the cave mouth, they could spot game and threats, gaining precious time to react. Inside, life was organized. Areas for sleeping, cooking, and tool-making. This organization reveals social complexity and shared purpose. Caves were also cultural hubs. Around the fire, stories were told, skills passed down, and bonds strengthened. Cave paintings, deep within, hint at rituals and spiritual life. These artworks were more than decoration. They were teaching tools and expressions of belief. The cave was the birthplace of culture, memory, and identity. It was where survival met meaning. Here, humanity truly began. Stone Age hunting was a feat of intelligence, not brute force. Every hunt was a test of wit, patience, and adaptability, demanding far more than simple strength. Success depended on understanding animal behavior, migration, habits, reactions. Hunters learned to read the subtle signs left in the earth, predicting where herds would move next. This knowledge was passed down and refined with each generation, as elders shared hard-won lessons and stories by the fire, ensuring survival skills endured. Tools like stone-tipped spears, and later, the atlatl gave hunters reach and power. These innovations transformed the hunt, allowing for greater safety and efficiency. Crafting these tools required skill and precision. Each weapon was carefully shaped, honed, and tested, reflecting the maker's expertise. Teamwork was essential. Solo hunters stood little chance against large prey. Only by working together could they hope to succeed. Groups used strategy, driving herds into traps, ambushing at key spots, and communicating silently to outmaneuver their quarry. Each hunter had a role. Coordination was vital. Some tracked, others flushed out animals, while a few waited in ambush. After the hunt, nothing was wasted. Meat, hides, bones, and sinews all had a use. Every part was valued, ensuring the group thrived. This resourcefulness showed respect for the animal and the environment. It was a cycle of gratitude and necessity. Every part of the animal contributed to survival, from clothing and shelter to tools and food, weaving life together. Hunting was a symphony of planning, cooperation, and adaptation. Each hunt was a new challenge, demanding creative solutions. It was a daily test of skill and unity, forging bonds that held the community together. Their methods reveal a deep connection to the land and its creatures, a relationship built on respect, observation, and understanding. Survival was a communal achievement, a testament to the ingenuity and unity of our earliest ancestors. Gathering was as vital as hunting. Plants, roots, nuts, and berries were the community's steady food source. Gatherers were experts, knowing which plants to eat, when to harvest, and how to prepare them safely. Mistakes could be fatal, so knowledge was precise and passed down through generations. Simple tools, digging sticks, baskets, stone knives were essential. Gathering also provided medicine, leaves for wounds, roots for fevers, barks for antiseptics. This wisdom was a living encyclopedia of nature. The gatherer's role was patient, persistent, and crucial. Their knowledge sustained life and health. The true survival tool was community. Alone, survival was nearly impossible. Together, anything was possible. Sharing resources was the norm. Meat from a hunt fed all, not just the hunters. This reciprocity ensured everyone's survival, even the weak or unlucky. Children learned by watching elders. Skills, rules, and stories were passed down. The fire was the classroom and the heart of the group. Compassion was common. Injured members were cared for, not abandoned. Altruism made the group stronger and more resilient. Community was the foundation of survival and culture. It was humanity's greatest invention. Ancient survival tactics still echo in our modern world. The paleo diet mimics ancestral eating habits, seeking health through ancient nutrition. Our need for community persists. Social networks, clubs, and teams fulfill ancient instincts. Social isolation harms us because for our ancestors, it meant danger. Even our love of nature, hiking, camping, reflects our evolutionary roots. We're wired to connect with the natural world. These instincts shape our health, happiness, and society. The past lives on in us. Studying our ancestors offers lessons for today's world. Adaptability was key. They survived climate shifts by innovating and moving. They were generalists, skilled in many areas, making them resilient. Modern life specialization can make us vulnerable. Their story warns us not to take our systems for granted. Sustainability was essential. They used resources wisely and let nature recover. Their survival depended on the health of their environment. These are timeless truths. Adapt, diversify, and live within nature's limits. In facing today's challenges, their example is more relevant than ever. The Ice Age teaches us how to endure and thrive. The story of our ancestors is still unfolding. Each discovery, bone, tool, or painting, adds to our understanding. New technology reveals secrets once thought lost. Exploring their world is also exploring ourselves. Their instincts and lessons shape us today. By learning about them, we learn about our own humanity. Visit a museum, read about human evolution, imagine their daily lives. The story of the cave dweller is our story too. The journey into our past is just beginning. What will you discover next?